Good morning to you. It's now time for the Lasco Micro Finance Business Minute. It happens every Monday morning at 8:05 right here on the Richie B Morning Show. If you're a small or medium-sized business owner looking to grow, expand, or just need a financial boost, this is the feature for you. Each week, we explore smart loan options and solutions and flexible options as well, designed with you in mind. So we're welcoming you once again now to the Lasco Microfinance Business Minute, brought to you by Lasco Micro Finance Ltd. Loans made easy. This week we're pleased to be joined once again by the regional manager of Lasco Microfinance, Anne-Marie Francis. Good morning, Lady Anne-Marie. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm so excited this morning, and welcome to our listeners.
All right. We're excited to have you as well, Anne-Marie Francis, Regional Manager, Lasco Microfinance. I'll have a few questions for you in a little while, but allow me to introduce a gentleman that has been on this program several times before, and I was quite surprised and also quite happy that he was being brought into this particular feature this morning in his capacity as the president of the National Parent Teachers Association. We say good morning to my regular guest, Mr. Stewart Jacobs. Good morning, Mr. Jacobs.
Hi, Richie. Good morning to your listeners this morning.
All right. Good to have you, Stewart. And we will, in fact, start with you this morning by asking you, Mr. Jacobs, to give the listeners sort of a brief overview of the National Parent Teachers Association of Jamaica.
The National Parent Teachers Association, more again to your listeners, the NPTHA is that entity within a dotted line of the Ministry of Education that oversees PTAs in Jamaica. We're talking about 1,008 schools and a membership of about 750,000 members. So you're talking about all the parents in Jamaica. We set up, the policy exists already with the Education Act and the regulations of 1965 and 1980. Mm-hmm. Those exist. So we assist schools in overseeing that the policies are followed and that PTAs are in tandem with schools administration and the law. That's basically what it is.
So you play a very important role. You're about to say something else.
That was about the also that we try our best to ensure that PTAs become very active and efficient in support the value added skin of the school system. Yes.
Right. You're not just a president, you're an active president, and you interact a lot with your membership. When you do, Mr. Jacobs, what are some of the biggest back-to-school financial challenges that you find that your members of the association are in fact facing?
Currently, we are doing our final part of the survey to tell what it is going to cost for early childhood, a primary school, and a high school. And even the early childhood is looking at over $50,000. So that is one of the biggest challenges that parents have with back to school. And the expense is with the books. The expense is also with the uniform. And one of the big expenses that, and we encourage it. We encourage our parents to pay the auxiliary fee, the asking of the school. I'll call it a school fee. They try to change the name of it, but it's a school fee.
Yes.
And because the schools cannot exist or survive without the contribution of alumni and PTAs. And so that's an expense. But the greatest of the expense, of course, is uniform and books. Then some schools are now requiring that you have a tablet or a laptop. And those are average of about $30,000 each. And then there is a long-term cash that you have to have on a daily basis for lunch money and eventualities as you go along.
Yes.
So those are the those are the expenses.
Major. And I mean, you just highlighted two of them, and you used an example of a 50,000 and another of 30,000, and those are just some of the expenses.
Yeah, but if I should go to the primary school,
right,
you're looking at about 70,000, and the high school is about $166,000 so far that we have worked out. And it is numbers coming in from different areas of the school system, because we have to look at a primary school different from that of a prep school, and early childhood, a private early childhood, well, they have government aided, and at the high school, it depends on the school, then the asking fee is more, and again, depends on where you are in the country, then the uniforms are different. So we try to work on a national average.
Yes.
By next week, we should have that to share with the country.
Yes, I'd love to get my hands on that bit of information when you have it.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah, man, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. But I mean, those are expenses that I'm sure that not all of your membership can find those monies all at once out of a savings account, or even work towards getting those funds in time for back to school. So how do you find that your membership has been able to finance? And is there a need for loans by some members of your association?
You and I will achieve our age group, would have our Gen X generation would have grown up, and the generation before us would have grown up knowing about partner.
Yes.
So, our parents would do a partner hand every week and try to get the draw at the end of July or the end of August, primarily to pay the school fee and to buy the books and the uniform, and at least the first 2 weeks lunch money. So there's always going to be the need for that extra pull down of cash from somewhere. And if you are not able to be in a situation where you are able to save towards it, or you have additional income coming in other way, we're talking about 90% of our population is like that. So when school comes around, a lot of our parents are scratching their heads out, and they're getting all kind of nerves because they don't know where it's coming from to assist. So wherever there exists a source to get a reasonable loan with reasonable interest rate, then by all means they will be more than happy to deep dive into that and take use of the opportunity that exists.
Yes, I like the term you use, to deep dive. In other words, it's a solution that they would welcome, and that is where Anne-Marie Francis and the team at Lasco Micro Finance Ltd come in. Anne-Marie, let me bring you in on the conversation now. First of all, what is Lasco Microfinance doing for the summer? And tell us some more about the summer and back to school promotion that you have going on.
Okay, great. All right. Lasco has rolled out their back-to-school summer promotion last week, Monday, July the 7th. Our promotion is designed to help families and small business owners with their expenses. It's flexible options. We have the competitive rates. As Mr. Jacobs spoke about interest rates, we have flexible repayment plans. Our promotion is to provide quick access. It's short-term loans, and families can use to purchase uniforms, as we spoke about, that textbook, stationery, lunch kit. And it's not only the parents the back to school is for, but it is also for the business persons. For example, the taxi, the bus persons who want to do their registration, and persons who operate bookstores can also access our loans. It is 100,000 to 10 million. And the fund is, they can also use the back to school loan for even if the children are going to summer camps, they can also use it for summer camp, and then also for school things also.
So these loans can be used not just specifically for back to school, is what you're saying. They can cover other activities?
Absolutely. They can use it for other things.
Mm-hmm. Now, basically, what have you found in terms of the response to this promotion so far? Because I think we've spoken about it for a couple of weeks now. Is it getting the traction that you require? I know many persons who have mentioned to me that they are going to, or they have contacted you already. Is there more money available, and are you hoping for more calls to be coming in?
Well, we have seen traction already, and we're looking forward to more persons coming on board, accessing our loans. As the rates are affordable, it's fast approval, and the disbursement is very quickly. And we have 9 branches island-wide, so we are supporting the whole 14 parishes island-wide. Mm-hmm. And our loan is to make life easier during the financial demands for persons.
All right, Mr. Jacobs, you've listened to what Anne-Marie Francis has said. Do you think that what she is saying is the kind of information that your membership would like to hear?
It's most welcome. Definitely most welcome. Wherever you can get, wherever parents can get a cushion with the biggest expense period. The first biggest expense period. The second is graduation, and that is every 5 years. But this is a yearly expense. It's a knee-jerk expense. And no matter how much you prepare for it, if you don't have the money, you just don't have the money. But if you have an opportunity of a source that is reasonable with the interest rates and all of those things that you can get it, then it is most welcome. So what she has said is music to the ear.
Music to the ear. Anne-Marie, that I'm sure is pleasing to hear, that coming from the president of the National Parent Teachers Association of Jamaica. What do you want to say to all the members and their membership out there? How can they make contact? You mentioned 9 branches. You want to give us some telephone numbers? Because I get the feeling that your phone lines will be highly activated after this program. So give us the details.
Okay, our landline is 948-1224. They can call me directly at 822-4312. And our promotion doesn't just run for July and August. It ends September the 30th. And I'd like persons to know that Lasco Micro Finance is here to support you. Don't let expenses catch you off guard.
Thank you for that, Anne-Marie. Learned a lot this morning, and I want to thank you also, Mr. Jacobs, for joining us in this discussion, in this feature. Have yourselves a great day, and best wishes. Have a good one.
Okay, Richard. Take it easy. Okay, Anne-Marie.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.